Double upload time. Well, we're at a very unique track, as in it's built into a bigger track. We're at the Le Mans Bugatti circuit in France. And it is technically not the only French track in the game, but... Actually, no, that's just complete nonsense. I'm just gonna cancel that. But, you may notice from the top left there, top corner there, top anywhere, actually, we have a half an hour race, not 25 minutes. And who would be extreme enough to even attempt that? Well, here's the lineup. We start with, starting fourth, we have Battle Rocket, or basically Slingshot's companion, but I think we've kind of been acquainted to that name by now. We have Octane, who recently debuted in the series. We have Swoopy-Doo, and then starting right behind him is me, playing as Aleks. And starting in 18th here, we have Shadow again. Even though he was just in Belgium, now he's in France. I guess he can teleport. That makes some sense. How he took his car with him, I don't know. Well, actually, no. I do know. He can grab hold of things and use his chaos control to go with him. Duh. So he could have just been pushing the car and used chaos control, and he went from Zolder to Le Mans in the blink of an eye. And unfortunately, I thought but this is not Danny. It'd be the teammate car of his, but it's not him. I want to ask why this car is Canadian. I don't know. Oh, wrong button again. Oh. You've chosen your lane. Hope you're happy with it. Because you're not going back now. We're 3 wide. I dislike this concept. Oh my god, what is happening? You were being moved a little bit. Alright, that went better than I expected. So we've also got a bigger pack of racers. We have 20, whereas the highest at this point so far I think has been 16. Audi is slow, we're 3 wide again. Nearly get into the Aston Martin, actually straight up did do that. Next is Octane and this blue Mercedes. Can't try anything here. I could, but it would be stupid. I would still go around the outside of Octane, be blocked by this guy. That's not Octane. Octane is up there, in front of the blue Mercedes. Oh, I need a lane, thank you. Oh, we're not turning. Alright. 30 air is interesting. Oh, hi, Octane. Ugh. Pun not intended. Oh! Round the outside. Oh god, that Porsche broke early. Okay, see you later. I apologize. Hi, Battle Rocket. Well, I've made up 12 places in a singular lap. That's Aleks for you. We're just taking our time here, huh? What are you doing, Battle Rocket? Why are you braking mid-turn? You don't do that. You trying to wreck me? Yoink. Yeah, he gets into the Mercedes though, and he might take that back actually. He doesn't. He doesn't have the drive out of the turn. Oh, you pulled out, I pulled out. I'm running to you. Looks like a Dell-sponsored vehicle there. It's not. It seems like it would be. The color scheme of white and kind of a lighter blue. But for the final overtake of the moment, until I screw up. Or he screws up and gets into me. Actually, no, that was just totally me. I didn't give him enough room. Didn't turn sharp enough. This final turn is kind of weird, to say the least. Alright, so now it's, hopefully just clear driving from here. There's nobody in front of me. A little bit wide. Vehicle is understeering a little bit more than usual, being that this thing usually has like the best handling you can get, but it doesn't all that much sacrifice, you know, power like some other cars do. Okay, I don't know what this thing is doing or what I'm doing with it, but it's neither of those things are correct. Don't actually make the turn. Good enough. Too wide through there just simply does not work. Remember this thing. You have to remember this thing doesn't all too much like sudden braking, and will have adverse reactions if we do it wrong. As my Facebook Messenger is currently exploding. That looks so weird from a distance. Just overcast. That was rapid. Let's not bring this joke back. It wasn't funny before me. Well, he's been absent from the Hot Wheels of that arc recently, or whatever you'd call it now. I don't even know what you'd call that series you do. Used to call it that arc, but now that's not even a character. We just call him Slingshot now, so I don't even know what to call it. I guess just the Hot Wheels series? I don't know. He's been mostly absent from that, though. I guess. And now he's making a big comeback and a big deal out of it here. Actually, no, he's in mechanics. What am I talking about? But he isn't showing up in Ultimate Racing yet. And, I guess he's getting back. Okay, I wasn't crazy. There are no all-terrain tires. Why is it even an option? Clearly I'm not on an off-road section. You can drive these cars in like rallycross courses and such, like the track I drove Slide Out on earlier. I could feasibly drive this car on that course, and I would use the all-terrain tires for that, but that's not where I am, so I don't need to do that. So just become heavy fog with rain. That sounds not very fun at all. Here's another test for Aleks. His handling skills are being tested once more. This is the first character I've driven as. The second character I've driven as twice. Aleks is. And the road is gone. I need to just pit. Actually, no, headlights are on. Headlights on would be a good idea, because otherwise you can't see very well. In heavy fog with rain. Oh, yeah, we're pitting here. There's no two ways about that. Ooh, nice picture here, though. Nope, that's not the breaking point. Oh, the track is just absolutely gone. Now it's time to learn where the rain is, or the puddles are. And with this fog, it'll be very hard to do that. I think this is where you enter pit road. Just about. Alright, I have arrived. Let's hope the conditions improve relatively soon. I guess I can see why Messenger is exploding. They're staying out, huh? Interesting decisions. Well, some of them are. I don't see why they're doing that. I don't see anything, to be honest. But I definitely don't see why they're doing this. I just how'd they get so much traction? We were doing like 30. Okay, you just take up all of the road, why don't you? Vehicle that's not Octane, but looks like him. I wonder if Octane is one of the ones that stayed out or not, if he was a smart cookie. You are slow, you are behind me. You can barely see headlights in the distance. That is insanity. This fog is surreal. Did I cross over into Silent Hill by accident? I thought I was playing Project Cars 2. Oh, Battle Rocket, you poor soul. Why would you do that? Bye. I'm gonna pass almost all of them before you can even get to the pit lane. Where am I braking? About here. Correct. Okay, now it's nighttime to... Oh my god, this is insane! It's like some Superman 64 type stuff. What is this? Kryptonite fog? God. And here's Alex, still driving it like a freaking master. It's like there's not even rain. That's what he's driving like. There just is no rain. Alex just does not care. I had the most fitting music just came up on my playlist too. It's the Fusion Fall Legacy theme, which is like a fan-made game that's coming. Hopefully not in the too distant future, but it's pretty far from now. Of course, it's a fan-made game. Basically, it's an upgrade to the original Fusion Fall from like 2009, which is where the personalities and theoretical designs of the Cartoon Network characters like the Powerpuff Girls came from. As I've said before, I'm aware, but I have a couple of new viewers since... Who am I kidding? Puddles are difficult now because I can't even see where they are. Oh my god. I have to guess where to turn based on the line here. Roughly here. Correct. How am I guessing this stuff right? Alex has never even driven on this track before. And he's driving like he lives here. It's nighttime. There is intense fog, and it's raining like crazy as I hit a curve. And Alex is still driving almost unfazed. Sure, 10 seconds a lap slower, but that's a minor price to pay for what's happening here. I know there's a puddle somewhere along the straightaway here. I must observe, which is basically the entire part of that road, so I just need to remember to just not be on the gas next time. Oh, there's a puddle. Okay. Note the line through that turn. Note the grass trying to end me and my miserable existence by spinning me around for 6 days. More puddle. Some lighting here is helpful and very much appreciated. Oh! No, the fog is going away already. Yeah, the fog is dissipated now. Thing is, I think it'll still be another Nürburgring. I don't think the rain will dry up in time. Weather isn't clear enough. It's not. There's no sun to dry it up in the first place, so yeah. It's not going anywhere. The track's gonna remain wet, just now I can see. Which, I mean, I'm not gonna say don't do that, but, like, seeing is usually good, but... Especially on a racetrack, or just, like... The rain will be a factor regardless. There's no sun to dry it up, and there won't be, I don't think, for most of this race. Puddle there. Oh my god. That is terrible. I'm not even on the gas and the guard's like, oh, I'm over here. And watch the exit of this turn. There's another puddle. Oh, the entrance to... This entire corner is just a a minefield. You have to hit a puddle. There's no way around it in that turn. Oh, there's a puddle there. Ugh! That's one way to avoid that stupid puddle there. Fortunately, there's 6 more between here and the finish. Have successfully avoided them, magically. Ah, nose incredibly itchy. Just stay on the dry line. These are where other cars have driven, so the water gets thrown off. It doesn't work online because no one ever follows the right racing line, but here it does. Great vision if you turn the headlights off, I tell ya. You don't see anything. Oh, we're not turning. Holy crap on a stick! When did they get a puddle there? The rain isn't even falling anymore, so that puddle was just a troll. There's been plenty of spins, but Aleks is so fast when he's not spinning, it doesn't even matter. So 5.5 minutes to go, and there's not even a sign of the sun anywhere. Let's just see if it can work. Oh, it's so bad! There's signs of the sun in the sky. But I think it's a day late and $1 short at this point. It's not gonna do anything by being there. It's just gonna be there. And guess what? Because I've been running such fast laps like that one there, I'm gonna have 3 laps of this still. That's a lot of water. And the puddles mysteriously stop as soon as you leave the actual course. No, good line. Fast lap though? Given the circumstances anyway. turn. Oh my god, what was that? Little, like, giant hand just grabbed my car? What was that? Well, despite everything Mother Nature could possibly try and throw at Aleks, he still made pretty good time off of it. Not quite the crushing victory the race cams had, but he was still 20 seconds away from lapping an opponent. And as a result, Aleks will take a victory here in France. Oh, I could have gotten away with that. I didn't think I could, but here we are. Here we are, still moving, is what I'm going for there. Oh, man. Octane actually moved up the field a ton. He started in like 6th and he's the one that was in 2nd at the end. That is pretty good considering he's pretty new. Battle Rocket did this to himself. Shadow did better than before. And, oh, Swoopy-Doo. Oh, Swoopy-Doo, what are we going to do with you? You know, if I had actually been able to catch him, if I hadn't run into so many stupid puddles, I might have actually been able to lap Swoopy-Doo. Would this really have surprised anybody if that had happened? Probably not, so yeah. That's a lot of German cars behind you, that's for sure. So Aleks was definitively the winner here, not the biggest margin we've seen so far, but he won. And did it quite expertly, despite, you know, given what had basically taken place. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. What is this even? It gets bigger than this. The cap is 32 cars. This game is too much, man. Actually, it was good that was in photo mode. Yeah. appears to be doing nothing. So that is all for this episode of The Time Loop. I cannot get every car to look in good focus here. There's a car right in the middle that looks like it's like being torn apart right now. Even if I put the camera on it, it still looks blurry as all heck. It's like it's a paradox or something. Or an anomaly, not a paradox. Okay, so Aleks has dominated a larger field. Technically, this isn't the most cars we've had in a race, but it's the most cars we've had in a race where they were all in the same car class. Technically, the most cars we've had in a race is the Mega Duty Dubai Track Day, which had like 24 cars in it, I think, and yeah, that I don't count that. It's an unofficial episode of the series, but this is.